Good morning, and we are live. It is Tuesday, June 28th. Rolling in thin through the summer, having a bunch of summer fun. Here at this morning show, we're checking in your daily check-in with your life coach to kind of try out some new tools, exercises, things that we can do for personal development. As our goal here is to help create the best version of you so you can be better for the people you truly care about. And as we go over the complex but very simple, it seems like the more and more I learn, the simpler things are, but the more complex the material. Weird paradigm, having a hard time putting into words. And something that we can do to start our days, or preferably I try to direct people to get up earlier in the morning to get the stuff done that they want to have the relief, the feeling of accomplishment as we try to build momentum throughout the day. Today's topic is on flow state, getting in a state of flow to focus on the work that it is that you do want to be doing. There's an amazing video. If you can kind of see in the first couple comments of the chat and throughout the chat box, is you'll see for a link to a YouTube video. This is off Stephen Koltlor's. There's another YouTube channel called Big Think. They're kind of like TEDx, but not as presentational, a little more informal, a lot more editing in their videos and stuff like that. Maybe a little more modern of a version for TEDx. Big Thing. Give them a shout out. Pretty good stuff. I learned their videos are pretty short, and I learned a shitload of them from them all the time. So good stuff. Good job. Doing a great job over there. So back to flow state with this episode that we're talking off of. Good morning. Good morning. Talking off of this would be when we think about how much we can possibly get done when we're completely focused, when we are, I'm so sorry, I have something in my eye. Part of the fun in doing a live show, I feel like I either get something in my eye, I have the hiccups, or yada, yada, excuse me. But I guess at least you know it's real and live, not a bunch of fake shit, right? Right at you, straight from the horse's mouth. So focusing on flow state, what would be some things that we could kind of do, some triggers that we could figure on? And flow state being when we're not really thinking about the day, we're not really thinking about the time. It's just this effortless focus on what it is that the activity that we're trying to do. So some triggers that they talked about were distraction management. If there's things that you want to be getting done and you truly want to do them, like be honest with ourselves. Am I willing to do this? Do I want to do this? And if the answer is yes and yes, then we need to include things like distraction management. Does this go off these phones? Is it going off on you? And then it completely pulls you out of your state, your ability to focus on it. Say, for me, writing content for my coaching program, for my coaching clients, getting software in for my real estate rental properties, kind of talking to the tenants, that kind of stuff. If I have my phone around me, excuse me. If I have my phone around me and then it's beeping up because it's blowing up because my tenants are asking some request, or they're buzzing me because people will just keep sending messages, or even after I've already sent in a request, I've done everything I can do. And sometimes people just like to exacerbate the situation. They want somebody to talk to, so they're blowing me up. I'm getting distracted. I can't focus on the coaching content that I'm trying to write and develop. And say you apply that to you in your own business, like, are people buzzing out to you when there's nothing really you can even do about it in the present moment, especially say at like 7 a.m. because we're getting up earlier to try and get our shit done. And then it pulls you away, and then it's hard to get back on task. Excuse me. Dopamine triggering. So we reduce the distractions and try to get into the flow state. And the recommended time of doing this once a day, 90 to 120 minutes. An hour and a half to 2 hours of complete focus and concentration, no phones, no nothing, just you in front of the workpiece that you need to be getting done. It could be, say you don't have a computer, or you need to just do it all off of your cell phone anyway. Thankfully, there's a beautiful setting called airplane mode where you can stop, or do not disturb. Those are great little things. And ask yourself, what is most important to me now? What is the real priority? Is working on your business and figuring out how to get other people to help you, putting systems in place, asking yourself those hard questions in our journals, such as like, what the hell do we actually want in our life along these lines? What is the deep work, the flow state you need to get in for that activity to help you dig deep and really figure out and get it done? If something's not getting done, this is usually the best alternative. If this is what you truly want to do, maybe you're not doing it for a reason. Maybe there's something a little deeper, but we need to be in a non-distracted environment to kind of be able to get in there and focus for that hour and a half, 2 hours recommended. And you can always start smaller, right? It's probably better. You don't need to just jump in here and then from 7 to 9, like, don't talk to me, can't. Would that be good for you? Hell yeah. But you got to walk before you can run. So even if it's 10 minutes of nothing around me, nothing's going to distract me, I'm solely focused on this is my mission, this is my task. So in the video, they talked about dopamine triggering. So that's the piece, the environment you want to make sure you're setting up. And also, look at the level of challenge when it comes to what it is that you're trying to be doing, how much you want to be getting done, the challenge of it. So figuring out that activity that's going to push you, challenge you, and stretch you, but it's not going to break you. For example, I am going to, right after this, I'm watching this other Final Cut Pro tutorial for video editing software that I manned up and I bought for my nicer computer. It's an hour and 15 minutes, the tutorial. And with breaking and pausing and uploading my video content that I've been compiling and kind of playing around with it, getting things in there, it's probably going to take me 2 hours. So that'll stretch me, but it won't break me. So starting off, maybe it's a tutorial video that you want to sit down and watch off of YouTube to help go through this. Maybe you want to go back and look at some of our other exercises. But remember, when it comes to getting in a flow state, so today let's try and block off a time so we can focus on what it is that we really need to be getting done, that we know we need to be getting done. Just pick one thing. And then let's pick a little objective or a milestone with that activity that will stretch us, but it's not going to break us. And if you've been putting it off and we tend to feel overwhelmed, remember to pull back. There's nothing truly overwhelming about this task. What we make about with our thoughts and what an ideal of that it should have been done yesterday, if you get stuck on that thought, on that story, then it can be overwhelming. And remember, it's just an opportunity. It's a chance that you get to work on something that you care about. So let's try and learn about flow state. Maybe watch the video for a longer description. Maybe you just look into it yourself, looking in a state of flow, trying to reduce distractions, trying to build concentration, to have that effortless effort for longer periods of time, to see what you are truly capable of. Do you think you're capable of something more? Do you want to do something more? What do you want in your life? How are you going to go about it? Don't be scared to ask yourself questions, and don't be scared to talk to yourself. Clear it out. Go for a walk. Think about this stuff. Get in a distraction-free environment. Buckle down what it is that you want to be doing today, and let's stretch ourselves just a little bit. Introducing flow state, and we'll talk more about flow state as I continue to learn it, as I continue to apply it, see what's working, what's not working, what can I do different next time. The simple process to, that's my best understanding of trying to achieve something. We all don't know what the hell we're doing, and then we just keep trying at it, and then we get a little smarter and a little better, and then just keep going down the line. And then we feel really good when we look back at all the progress. Well, I'm over my 10-minute mark already. We're cutting it for today. Flow state. Concentrate. Pick an activity. I'm going to let you guys get to work. I got to get to work myself. This is your daily morning check-in from your morning life coach to see how life's going, see what we can do to improve, and keep the ship riding forward. Thanks, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Wednesday, June 29th, for yet another fun episode as we dive into a few philosophies from one of the readers I've been reading. So that'll be fun. But we'll be back again tomorrow morning. But for today, focus on non-distracted activity. Let's get in a state of flow where we're completely focused on the task, embedded in it, pushing ourselves, getting a little bit better today so we can be astounding for the people we love and care about most tomorrow. Cheers, friends. Have an amazing day. Go get them. It's never too late to get started on it. I know there's tasks you're thinking about. Let's keep it going. I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning for the daily check-in. Awesome. Have an awesome day, guys. Cheers.